Hello, my name is Brandon Figliolino, and today I am going to provide an update on RTD's Paratransit peer review. First, I'm going to talk about the Access-a-Ride and Access on Demand programs and their intended uses, as well as the challenges currently facing them. I'll talk about the proposed changes to both programs, as well as the steps that RTD is taking to ensure the long-term success of these programs and ways that you can get involved in the public engagement process. Let's first talk about RTD's paratransit programs and current challenges. RTD's paratransit program is called Access-a-Ride and is mandated by the Americans with Disabilities Act of 1990. Access-a-Ride complements fixed route bus and rail service. Customers must meet eligibility criteria set forth by the ADA, and fare payment is required prior to boarding. RTD's Access-a-Ride vehicles are accessible. Access on Demand is RTD's supplemental premium paratransit service that includes curb-to-curb taxi and rideshare. It is available to current eligible Access-a-Ride customers. There is no initial fare, and RTD pays the first $25 of the trip. The remaining portion is paid by the customer. Customers currently have the ability to take up to 60 total trips per month. RTD values Access on Demand service and is committed to ensuring that the program is fiscally and operationally sustainable. Unfortunately, costs for this program have grown from $85,000 a month to $1.2 million per month. This growth is unsustainable due to unintended induced demand of the services. Access on Demand is meant to be supplemental to ADA-required paratransit services. In RTD's case, Access-a-Ride. It is not intended to be a replacement for Access-a-Ride. Some examples include medical appointments. Use Access-a-Ride for regular, reoccurring appointments while keeping Access on Demand as a backup for last-minute changes. Unforeseen situations. Maintain Access-a-Ride for routine travel, including traveling to work and school, while having Access on Demand as a backup for last-minute situations. And shopping. Schedule regular shopping trips via Access-a-Ride, but use Access on Demand for last-minute, unplanned shopping needs. Let's talk about the proposed changes to Access on Demand and Access-a-Ride. RTD has done extensive public engagement and data-informed research to help with the development of proposed changes. Such actions that RTD has taken include commissioning a peer review by the American Public Transit Association, conducting industry research, seeking out feedback from transit agencies that have similar paratransit programming, customer surveys, which included the importance of program elements and trade-off analyses, customer feedback forms, and public meetings. After considering customer feedback, the regression analysis conducted on the customer survey, customer program usage data, and other factors such as fiscal sustainability, RTD staff are proposing the following changes to Access on Demand. Implementing a base fare of $4.50 or $2.25 for customers who are part of the LIVE program, a trip cap of 30 rides per month, a subsidy of $30 per ride, implementing a service area and service hours in alignment with current Access-a-Ride service areas and hours, requiring that customers be enrolled in Access-a-Ride for at least 90 days before taking advantage of Access on Demand services, modifying the suspension policy to make it more clear what is expected of customers using the service, and working to incentivize transportation network companies to provide wheelchair accessible vehicles. Utilizing survey information and customer feedback, staff is also looking at a number of programmatic changes or enhancements to Access-a-Ride. This includes changing recertifications from 4 years to 5. On-time performance will be modified to measure pickup and drop-off metrics. RTD is also exploring software modifications to support changes in service provision and to provide productivity enhancements. There will also be modifications to the conditional eligibility process. And RTD is also looking to explore contract modifications and modifications to the existing suspension policy. Lastly, RTD is proposing to develop a fleet procurement plan to procure smaller vehicles that include sedans and minivans. Let's talk about the next steps in this process. In November of 2024, RTD shared all customer feedback received with the board of directors and provided them initial recommendations and proposed modifications to Access-a-Ride and Access on Demand. In December of 2024, RTD is initiating another round of feedback meetings and outreach with paratransit customers and stakeholder groups, as well as launching a feedback tool on its website. In January 2025, additional public meetings will be scheduled and communications sent out to stakeholders. On January 14th, the feedback tool will close. From February through May 2025, RTD will share additional feedback received with the board of directors and take policy-related recommendations for their consideration. Staff will work to adopt their recommendations and approved board changes and implement major operational adjustments as part of the May 2025 service change. RTD values public feedback and is providing customers with several opportunities to provide their input on their proposed changes. RTD invites customers to attend one of 3 public meetings scheduled: December 11th at 5:30 p.m., December 12th at noon, or January 7th at noon. Customers unable to attend the virtual public meetings are welcome to submit their feedback via a form on the RTD Paratransit peer review webpage by January 14th. The meeting links and phone numbers are also available on RTD's Paratransit peer review webpage, which can be accessed by visiting www.rtd-denver.com/paratransit-peer-review. Thank you for listening.